Hello, everyone. You are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi, has lashed out Colonel Ahmed Ali, retired, the Controller General of the Nigerian Customs Service, for announcing the total closure of Nigeria's borders, excluding the northeast. Coincides News reports that Nigeria, a member of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, is a signatory to the sub-regional protocol of the free movement of persons and goods within West Africa, disclosing the absolute closure, which dead ECOWAS protocol. On Monday, during a press briefing in Abuja, Colonel Ali said the measure would enable security agencies to be able to scan goods entering into the country. Ali said, for now, goods can only enter the country through the air and seaports, where they can undergo thorough scanning and certified fit for consumption. According to Customs boss, he said, we hope that by the time we get to the end of this exercise, we would have agreed with our neighbors on the type of goods that should enter and exit our country. For now, all goods, whether illicit or non-illicit, are banned from going and coming into Nigeria. Let me add that for the avoidance of doubt, that we included all goods because all goods can equally come through our seaports. Reacting to the development, the outspoken Kanu posits that the latest decision underscores Nigeria's institutional disrespect for rule of law. He writes on his Twitter handle on Wednesday, amid Ali's declaration in defense of the border closure, that national security trumps human rights underscores Nigeria's institutional disrespect for rule of law. From breaking its own laws, it's now breaching its treaty obligations as the zoo turns rogue, Biafra beckons. And this is what Nnamdi Kanu, the same thing he wrote on his Twitter page. If you go to his Twitter handle, you will see it there. He said, Ahmed Ali declaration in defense of a border closure, that national security trumps human rights, underscores Nigeria's institutional disrespect for rule of law. From breaking its own laws, it's now breaching its treaty obligations. Wow. Nigeria's Dare ECOWAS protocol shut down borders nationwide. The federal government on Monday announced the total closure of the nation's borders, excluding the northeast, stating that no item can be imported or exported. So, guys, I think that's the position of Nnamdi Kanu. Apart from being his position, according to treaty that they have signed, if you are going to be going against that, and meanwhile a lot of countries have been telling them that you have to open the border because they signed an agreement. So does it mean these people don't know about these things? And when people talk about flouting the rule of law, disobeying court order, doing all manner of things, people will be asking and wondering that even the vice president as a professor of law, so does it mean his own law is really different? Does it mean he does not really advise them, or he does not tell them what to do, or he tells them they don't just agree to what he says, or they've taken him out of the equation, he does not really contribute? Because people are always wondering, professor of law at that what will be happening, that he will not be able to guide them, or do they have a different law they follow? We have the likes of Keyamo. Of course they will not say anything because they are part of them. Maybe they are even saying a lot of things underground. Maybe the cabals are not really ready to listen to them, or they are not allowing them to get closer to the president. And whatever they tell the president, that is what it takes. And he will want to hear what he wants to hear, not the reality on ground. So a lot of people have been coming out to say they support the closure of the border. The president has been saying, oh, Nigerians are happy about the closure of the border. The minister of agriculture has said, oh, this closure of border is really making the country to have enough food. There's food surplus in the country. People are not hungry, that there's no hunger in the land, everything is okay, everything is perfect. To them, everything is perfect. But anybody that sees their mistakes, they would tempt the person to be something as an opposition. And meanwhile, foreign organizations have been saying one or two things about what is happening in the country, yet, but they won't accept it. So if really you are closing the border and there was an agreement between you and the other countries in the zone, in the West African countries, so why going against that? Meanwhile, Ghana has been telling them, whether they are begging them to open the border, because if not, if really that they don't have the right to say that, they wouldn't be telling them to open the border, because that was what they agreed on, that was what they signed upon. So we don't know when they are going to end this whole exercise, according to the country general of customs, that until when other countries agree to their own terms before they can open the border. Of course, they should the other countries should know what they agreed on before telling them to open the border, because the whole thing, one thing about this government is that nobody can really vouch for them, because most of the time they've already flouted court orders here and there, and they don't put the masses into consideration even when they are doing anything. In as much it's going to favor them, whatever that comes out of it, whether good or bad to the masses, they don't care. They will tell you that you have no right. They believe in national security, but these people know that one day they are going to be out of this place, and those things they will need. Somebody was telling Erufai that the freedom of speech that you are against now, you will need it after you must have left office, after you are no longer a governor. This freedom of speech that you are against, you will need it. Then what we're going to hear, what you are going to say. Everybody's record is being kept. Whatever everybody is saying now is being kept. So when you are no longer in power, we will now know where you stand. But we know that a lot of people are, they are hypocritical. So once they are gaining something from a particular government, they tend to leak the feet of that government or whosoever, because they are getting one or two things. It's not as if they don't know the truth, but behind them they will be saying different things. Then why can't you prove that your integrity and stand by what is good? Stand by what is good. Everything that you think you are running after, that you are claiming or you are enjoying, all those things are temporal. They are just temporal, because in no time everything will fade off. So where do you put yourself? We know a lot of people who have said all manner of things before, but out of shame they can't come out and say, and they can't come out and say otherwise. No power is permanent. It's only God's power that is permanent. So if you think that you are trying to hurt people because they know what they are doing, in the northeast now, you are not really, no border, no closure of border. Those are the places that when you talk of security, they are talking of people bringing illegal things into the country, through that land borders. But where we are having problem, where we are having crisis, that we need an emergency, is the issue, area of security. When people are coming in their numbers in all those illegal borders that we have in the north, they are not doing anything about it. Those are the first things they are supposed to do. Everybody just surprised. All of a sudden they just came back. There was no campaign that foods that are coming, or goods that are coming into the country are detrimental to the people. The campaign ought to have gone round, just like they were trying to get Ruga, to be established. That is the area they needed to have, closed the borders, all those borders in the north, all in the north generally. But they are not closing those borders, and people are still coming in their numbers, and that's why they can be, bringing themselves into other regions from all those areas. So it's really, really pathetic. And Nigerians are reacting already. Let's hear what they are talking about concerning this border closure and what Nnamdi Kanu has said. Someone say, why is Nigerians being called a zoo? Is because the people leading are reason like animals. Economy is going down every day and you are closing border. The difference between animals and human beings is the ability to reason. This set of Fulani security chiefs lack ability to reason, so there's no difference between them and the so-called animal. Someone said, Nnamdi, try and say something good for once. Okay. You are the animal, we Nigerians are the zoo keepers. Someone say what Amadike one Nnamdi Kanu said is true. It's in consonant with what Nigerians portray. Argue reasonably, we are suffering. Things are now very costly in the market. God save us from this government. So even if you want to close border, there should be some measures, on how to cushion the effects of what it's going to create. That is what we are talking about. Even if you have good plans, but at the end of the day, you don't even care whether your policy or whatever decisions you are taking is going to be detrimental to the people. That is where the problem lies. Even if you have good intentions and you are not able to manage it, it's going to cause problem at the end of the day, and that is what we are experiencing. Whether the prices of food skyrockets is none of their business. Whether people continue to wallowing in poverty, they don't care. What are the other measures that you have put in place? You are saying there's food surplus where, and food prices are going up every day. So how do you justify those two things? People just say, okay, because they have closed the border, you have supported because they have a good intentions. But the effect is dealing with everybody. The impact is so negative on the lives of people. That's what people are talking about. Before you embark on this kind of a thing, what are the measures you put on ground? What are the things that you have put in place so that it will not affect the people negatively? That is what people are talking about. If really your position or the policy you have made, or the decisions you have taken is yielding good results, people will know it. People will say it. It's not something you are going to hide. It's not matter of trying to not to support what the government is doing, but what they are doing is affecting you and I negatively on a daily basis. So guys, I leave your comments below in the comment section, and let's hear your own take. Thank you very much. Bye.